I did a 10-day cleanse. It completely changed my life, and I'm a new person now. And honestly, I think this has so many benefits. I want to go over the benefits I got from doing a 10-day cleanse right here, right now with you. Let's get into this video, because I did a 10-day cleanse, and I'm on a new level. So, let's go back, alright? Because I'm honestly feeling amazing. I want to share this with you. Let's go back to why I started this cleanse and what it really, what the cleanse really was and what it entailed, right? So I started a 10-day cleanse because, I drink alcohol sometimes, not too much, like 2 times a month. I drank caffeine and I vaped nicotine. I was actually addicted to vaping, let me tell you that. I can say that all honestly, it's terrible, right? It's not terrible, but it's bad to have as a crutch, and obviously it does terrible things to your body. So I wanted to quit vaping. Plus there were some other more undesirable things about myself, about my body, that I wanted to help clear up and change. I wanted to have more energy. I wanted to get better sleep at night. I wanted to wake up early, right? I want to feel better and happier and healthier, right? I thought it was time for a really big change in my life. So I researched some cleanses and I found a 10-day cleanse. And what was in this 10-day cleanse was pretty much, here was what it was. Every single day, I would drink 72 ounces of green smoothies, and if I got hungry or if I was really like starving, I could eat a handful of nuts here and there. I could eat cucumbers and basically raw fruits and veggies. The only things I could eat were raw fruits and veggies, right? Just as snacks, a handful of nuts. And for the rest of the time, for 10 days, I drank these green smoothies. And in these green smoothies was like a lot of spinach, like 2 handfuls of spinach. There were salad greens, right? And there was kale. And then on top of that, so like literally like a whole box. Like you go to the store and you buy a whole box of greens, right? There was like a half a box of greens in there, worth of greens, in 1 day's worth of smoothie that I would drink about 3 times a day, 4 times a day, right? As a meal. And there were also berries every single day. There were apples, right? And I put maca powder, and I also put Vega One Complete powder, like a protein powder in it, right? I'm gonna put the link right there. So let me tell you, I go into this cleanse, right? I'm feeling great. This is something great I'm doing for my body. So I'm feeling so just amazing. It's like I'm doing something that most people would never be able to do. And I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna go the whole entire 10 days, and I'm just gonna feel happier. I'm gonna feel more amazing. I'm doing something beautiful for myself. So that's how I go into it. So day 1 comes, and by the end of it, I'm like, holy crap, like this is hard. It's said, prepare yourself, because this is gonna be one of the hardest things you're ever gonna do in the information booklet. I was like, okay, like I can handle this. I've done harder things in my life. Let me tell you, by the end of the first day, I was craving sweets, I was craving salts. I just wanted to make a big old veggie burger with lots of cheese and veganese, right? And mustard. I just wanted to make myself a vegan sausage. I just wanted to make myself a sandwich. I wanted to eat some chips. Like, it was so crazy. So that brings me to point number 1. After doing the 10-day cleanse, I realized how addicted I used to be to eating out of emotion, and not even realizing that I was addicted to emotional hunger. And I was addicted to eating just out of addiction, so call it. I was addicted to eating just out of emotion. I didn't realize I had that addiction until after my cleanse. See, before my cleanse, right, literally 12 days ago, because I just finished 2 days ago, 12 days ago, I would make myself food just because I wanted to taste something good. I would eat something more unhealthy, and I'm vegan, so not a lot of the foods I eat are unhealthy, right? But I still eat chips, right? I would still put a lot of salts in my food. I would eat sugars and stuff, right? And I would just eat them, not even because I was hungry. I would be full and I can eat a lot, but I would just keep on eating and keep on putting food in my body. And for me, it was more like I would put food in my body even when I didn't need to. And I'm skinny, right? That's not a problem. I don't gain weight. But the inside of my body was getting toxic. So I became aware I became aware of what I'm eating and when I'm eating, and I no longer eat out of emotional hunger. After I cleansed my body, it was crazy. Because what I was doing during a cleanse, what you do during a cleanse, is you're taking all the toxins that are in your body that make yourself crave more toxins, right? And you're flushing it out. That's why during the first 3 days, I had intense cravings. More intense than a regular day. More intense cravings than ever. I just wanted to eat cake. I wanted to eat all this stuff, right? Because I was craving it, because I was getting rid of it in my body. Which is actually very normal. It's very normal to experience more intense cravings when you're going through a cleanse. So I became aware, and I went about how often I would get cravings. Again, before I wasn't aware, I would just go do it on autopilot. I would go make myself more food and eat on autopilot, not being aware of, my body is not supposed to eat those kind of foods in those amounts, right? And when you cleanse out your body, like I said, you detoxify. You get rid of all the salts. You get rid of all the toxic food that keeps you coming back for more. Think of it. I said I was addicted to nicotine. What do drugs do? They go in your brain, they get you high, then they leave, and you crave more of that. Same with food. Salt. A lot of salt and sugar and artificial flavors go into your body, right? And they get you high on how good that tastes and how it's a temporary fix, right? And then it leaves, but it doesn't actually leave your body. It's still in there asking for more. So I became aware of food addiction, and I was able to kick it. I didn't even know I was addicted to emotional eating before I started my cleanse. All right, point number 2, I have so much more focused energy. And this is something I noticed on day 3, like right in there. What you put in your body literally directly correlates and is directly proportional to your brain's function. And I cleared out my body, and I have more energy than ever. I used to be addicted to caffeine. I drink decaf coffee now because I like the taste. I like the taste of it, right? That has no caffeine in it. That's a lie. It actually has 7 milligrams of caffeine compared to 140 that's in regular coffee. But that's beside the point. I feel so crazily energetic but focused. It's like I'm high. I actually feel like, I'm telling you, within the 4th and 5th day of the cleanse, I felt like I was getting high on energy. It was crazy because I was putting all these green smoothies into my body, flushing out the toxins, drinking lots of water to get those toxins out. I literally felt high on energy. Like, my energy levels are crazy. I don't get as fatigued. Like, I used to take one nap and be like, I'm going to take a 20-minute nap during the day. And that nap would end up being an hour and 30 minutes, right? And I'd still be tired before that and after that. I was just generally fatigued. And I knew that a cleanse would help that out. So I cleansed my body. I drank green smoothies, nothing but green smoothies for 10 days. And my energy levels are impeccable right now. It's crazy. And it's mental focus, which will bring me into my next point after I just reiterate the topic. My energy, I feel alive. I feel here. I feel present. I don't get tired. I'm not getting fatigued. I don't need to take a nap. I'm being productive, right? My energy levels soar through the roof. Next one, my mental focus and my mental clarity. I'm feeling in the zone. It's something magical that the cleanse did for me. I'm in the zone. I'm here. I'm present, right? When I'm doing work, my memory is like I can remember exactly what I just wrote down, because I do a lot of things where I transfer things from one to another thing, right? I can literally look at a page and just write it all down on a whiteboard and not look back at that page now. That's something I couldn't do before my cleanse. It was insane. My mental focus, I'm here, I'm present, I'm active, I'm aware. Like, I'm on the ball with my stuff. My mind feels clear. And that is bringing me into the next benefit that I got from the cleanse. Now remember, this is one of the hardest things I did in my life. Up until the last day, I honestly wanted to eat food, but I knew I was doing something amazing and I was reaping so many benefits that I knew I was staying dedicated. Less anxiety. I feel less anxiety. It's crazy. Who would have thought that the food that you are eating directly correlates to the anxiety that you feel in your life? It's, tough to wrap your head around if you're not someone who studies food and has experimented with eating different things, taking certain diets. But I flush all these toxins out of my body through a green smoothie cleanse, right? Doing nothing but green smoothies for 10 days. And my anxiety levels are almost not present. Whereas before, I would be honestly pretty damn anxious almost all the time. Not all the time, right? I'd be able to get in flow state. I meditate, that helps. But, I'd have that feeling in my chest, like a tight feeling in my chest, and my anxiety was it wasn't through the roof, it wasn't even high, but it was there, it was present. I would be anxious about the future. I would be anxious if I'm doing the right thing in life. I would be anxious about doing my work perfectly, my YouTube videos, my music, right, where I'm going in my future, what I did in my past, that stupid stuff that doesn't have anything to do with this moment right here, I was anxious about. But now, I'm not. Literally 3 or 4 days into the green smoothie cleanse, it's like I just had this calmness. It was like, I don't know if you've ever smoked weed, but it felt like I was constantly on marijuana, but without any of the bad side effects, without any of the cloudy brain, without any of the slow coordination, without any of the dumbness, for lack of better thought, right? I say dumbness because, well, if you're like me when you smoke weed, your level of consciousness just lowers. But think of weed, right? You get really calm and nothing phases you. Like, you're not worried about anything. You're really chill, really in the moment. I felt like that with no anxiety and not worried about anything within the 4th day of doing my cleanse, right? But I was also alert. So I was literally high off of green smoothies and energy. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Alright, another benefit that a cleanse can have is I've heard people from this cleanse have lost 15 pounds in 10 days, right? I'm not looking to lose weight. Actually, I want to bulk up. And if you guys think I can bulk up on a vegan diet, I know I can. Maybe I'm going to have to prove it to the world, because I know some haters thinking that I can't bulk up on a vegan diet, but we're going to have to show them, right? We're going to have to show them that I can get ripped on a vegan diet, which it's not important to be ripped. I just want to be healthy, to be honest, strong. I want to be a warrior in a garden and not a gardener in a war, per se. Alright guys, and I'm thinking if there's any, I just want to say this last one thing, right, for the cleanse, and one more thing after that, right? I get better sleep. Within the 2nd day of drinking the green smoothies, the sleep was impeccable. The sleep was spectacular. I felt like a baby. Deep sleep during the night. Who would have thought that unhealthy foods, certain salt, certain sugars that you eat during the day can lead you to have insomnia? You want to cure your insomnia? Go on a 10-day cleanse. I'm not even kidding. Within the 2nd day of doing my green smoothie cleanse, I was just sleeping like a baby. I would even wake up feeling energetic, excited for the day. I got better sleep. I was able to sleep easier. Before, at times it would take me a good 45 minutes to fall asleep, tossing and turning, and I wouldn't get that great sleep. Like, I wouldn't wake up feeling refreshed. Now, I wake up feeling refreshed, and I go to bed and I fall asleep in 10 minutes, and I sleep through the night in a deep sleep, just from detoxifying my body from a cleanse. And as I said, it's really hard, because when you're detoxifying your body, you might get headaches, you might get nauseous, right? Because honestly, detoxing your body is like going through drug withdrawal, and it really is. Because if we're addicted to putting toxins in our body, right, and we're detoxifying, we are literally going through a toxin withdrawal. That's why I got a lot of cravings. Certain people get headaches, certain people get nauseous, certain people literally sweat out all of the toxins and they just can't stop sweating when they're on a cleanse. It's hard to do a cleanse, but it is rewarding. And it's one of the most rewarding things I've done in my life. Alright, I'm so healthy, I feel so amazing. I love this life because I can just do cleanses and I'm grateful for that. Last thing, I'm more conscious about what I'm putting in my body now. Alright, I can literally look at a certain food and be like, you know, I probably shouldn't eat that right now, and that would actually be really bad for my body. Whereas before, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd see a salty, a sugary food or a big portion of like white pasta, and I'd be like, oh, that looks delicious, stuff it all in, let's go. But now I'm like, huge amount of white pasta, probably gonna lead me to feel bloated. Got a lot of gluten in it. I'm probably gonna feel really tired after eating it. Really salty sauce. Let me get some brown rice pasta, throw some vegetables on it, and some basil pesto sauce. That looks better. And let's have a little bit of a smaller portion, alright? I'm more conscious about what I eat. I don't really have these cravings for certain salty foods and certain sweet foods and huge amounts of foods. I am perfectly content and I am blissful to be eating a salad with poppy seed dressing, with Caesar dressing, with a light vinaigrette, and I love that now. Right? I'm perfectly fine eating a smaller portion of pasta and all-in-one shake, right? Also, I drink green shakes every morning now. That's just something I adopted. I never used to drink smoothies. Now every morning I just drink a green shake filled with spinach, kale, some berries, some maca powder. Maca powder is amazing. Flaxseed, right? Flaxseed's amazing. And yeah, I just feel so conscious. Like, I know what I put in my body. I know if it's gonna make me feel better or worse. I know how it's gonna make me perform. I know how present. I know I'm conscious now of if I eat that certain food, I might feel anxiety after eating it. It's crazy. So if you want to go on that 10-day cleanse, I put it right there. Is it safe? Yes, it's so safe that I got it from a government website. I actually found it on the government of Atlanta in America. That's not where I live, but I just found it on their website. So it's safe. Is that hard? Yeah, it's pretty hard. Is it worth it? It's one of the kindest, most loving things you'll ever do for yourself in your life. Alright. Namaste. On this channel, I like to talk a little bit of everything. Health. I like to talk about spirituality. I like to give inspiration and motivation. And I like to help you to live your best life. And I want to be growing as you're growing. I am growing as you guys are growing, and I'm sharing that. So if you like this, the best way to let me know you like this and want to see more of this type of energy of videos is by leaving a like, right? You can share this with other people. If you think the 10-day cleanse will really, really help out some people, especially people that need to lose weight, right? Those, like this cleanse, you can lose 15 pounds in 10 days. People have done it before, right? And subscribe if you know that you want to see more of these kind of videos, if this is for you. Alright, my name is Thomas Infante. I'm grateful for you. Alright, keep on living your best life. Namaste.